Okay, maybe I should hit record on video then.
Ooh, hey, that's kind of cool. My laptop is a little personal heater.
I'm just so much warmer than the car. I'm like,
Well, you're right in front of the heater, too.
Oh, yeah. Thanks. Oh, yeah, it feels really good. You guys are very nice to your guests. Not when they're away from you, but when they come into the studio, it's a whole different experience.
Yeah.
Wait till we get to the emails.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Is your mic good? Is your headphones good? Like, volume-wise?
Yeah.
Are they good? Okay.
Good.
Cool. And then you're 4. Okay. And Chewy's ready.
Okay.
Cool.
Do you want to do a clappy or anything?
Yeah. Yeah, might as well. Let me get.
After he claps, I'm going to hit record on here too. So go into your thing,
Okay.
and then we'll immediately go into
You're hitting record on what?
The video.
Vid Blaster.
I got it recorded. It's recording now.
Oh, you're going to edit it again?
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't even a big deal. Just slice it and dice it.
Slicey Jones.
Was it December 12th? Okay.
Is that Jasim? 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 Jason?
Jassim, maybe?
Jasim?
Are you in the chat
I
room,
was like,
Jassim?
what are you talking about?
Jasim?
Jassim.
Okay. We ready?
Jassim?
Yahim.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to be
Yalla,
quiet?
yalla! Maybe she's Egyptian. Okay,
I don't even know what that yalla yalla means.
I don't either.
It came
No
out
one
of
does.
Colin's mouth. What the hell? Oh, no,
Okay.
wait. That was Colin.
Colin, yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
If you ever get bored, listen to our Control Point episodes 50 and 100. We did like full radio plays.
Whoa, nice.
yeah, they're cool.
Yeah.
They're Philly. Okay, so sponsor. We ready?
Yep.
Lappy Jones. Okay.
Are we ready? This episode is sponsored by
Dappy
Jasim.
dabby doo.
Yeah, we're ready.
Okay. This episode is sponsored by Jasim and Toasted Jelly, who says 3 times really fast, which Swiss witch watches which switch swatch watch? Which Swiss witch watches which Swiss swatch watch? Which Swiss witch watches which switch swatch watch?
I think it was Jassim.
Really?
I think you said Jassim.
Could be.
Just do the beginning. You don't have to do the whole swatch again.
Okay.
But just for safety.
This episode is sponsored by Jasim.
And then we go to me. Okay. The Shaft, episode 11, recorded on December 12th, 2010.
I'm Brent Copeland.
I'm Wes Wilson.
I'm Eric Fullerton, and today we have Minecraft Chick with us again.
Yay, hi.
Woo!
But in person in the studio.
Woohoo.
Yeah, she's actually here today. Cool.
She drove through the blazing snow of northern Alabama to get here.
Yeah.
Tennessee, too.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Did
Yes.
you go to Graceland?
No, I didn't. I wanted to, but we were just busy.
Awesome. Well, we have a very exciting show today.
Is it?
As we always do. So let's do this.
Ding.
Our journey.
Yeah.
See, the bumper doesn't actually say our journey. That's why I always do it.
I know.
Our journey.
You want to go first?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. Played a lot of WoW.
Oh, no.
And, I don't really want to talk about that at all.
There's going to be a pattern here, I think.
Yeah, big expansion just came out, and you know how it is. Sometimes a guy has to, go with the flow and do other things. But I was very pleased to see that myself with a ball gag has been created by a lot of different people. Brent, you last week were enticing listeners to make a skin of me with a ball gag, and you said you would wear it for a week.
Yeah. Yeah. So I've got to put that on and wear it in the Shaftlands.
Yeah. So first off, a lot of people actually submitted this to us. Mercury Milk and Wyvern both emailed a ball gag skin. as well as Etwango made one and posted it on the forum. So there's a lot of them to choose from. Other than that, I logged in actually kind of very shortly with you, Wes. We were removing adminium blocks that were placed.
We had some griefing going on, so we went around and we had our little magic admin sticks. Yeah. And we would tap them on the adminium blocks and they would go poof.
Yeah.
And today
magnificent.
We figured out who it was, and so he's no longer, or she, whoever it is no longer on the server.
Isn't that great? So. That's awesome. I'm a big fan.
And that's what you get.
Yes. Yeah. and then when I get home, I'll be banning them from the forums as well.
Sweet.
They are dead to us.
Yeah. Yeah, so don't you try it.
But it was kind of cool walking around with the admin stick, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it feels, it just is kind of has that whole wavy sort of, conductor kind of.
Kind of a Harry Potter feel or something.
Bibbity bobbity
boo. So really, that's really it for me. But, but in the act of doing this, I got to walk around and see yet more amazing things that have been popping up on the server and everything. And, man, it's just like, it's like a freaking, it's awesome just walking around and seeing all this stuff. And, and I really can't wait till we get the map working so I can actually see the breadth of everything.
Well, and, Mills is working on that. And it took him like 2 days to download the map files, and he's actually got working copies. It's just now we're looking for a good place to host it.
Yeah.
Because we're actually being threatened by our host at the moment to shut us down because our CPU usage is way over normalcy.
Yeah.
So we didn't want to add to that by adding maps that people would look at and stuff. So we're if you own a host or work for one and you want some advertising on a podcast, holler. We could work something out, I'm sure.
Oh, big time. We need help. Because the site will disappear, so without your help.
Yeah,
that sounds really dangerous.
Yeah. It kind of turned into a PSA all of a sudden.
Yeah.
But
sorry
okay,
about that.
But that's really my week. Sorry.
The more you know.
Only you can save.
Yeah, the Shaftlands.
Only
So Wes.
Well, I knew everybody was playing WoW this week, so I actually tried to spend more time in the Shaftlands.
Good for you.
Because it was one of these things. It's like, I'm sort of the talking head of the show anyway. I don't really have that many administrative responsibilities. So I was like, well, while everybody's having a good time, I'll step in and I'll be available and all that good stuff. And I had a lot of fun. And I hung out on the server, cleaned up some griefing. I've been... one of my little pet projects is some of the griefing will cause errors in the water. Like if somebody builds a wooden structure and then it burns down, sometimes it will leave holes in the water and the water will like kind of pour into it, And so I've been working on like trying to clean up water and because I kind of wondered if like lava and water and all that might not have a detrimental effect on the server. So I was like, well, why don't I, work on... And then the other thing is beaches. Like every once in a while you happen across a beach where somebody basically just dug everything up next to the ocean and took all the sand and went and turned it into glass and left a giant hole right there next to the beach. And so what I've been doing is going and getting dirt and filling in the beach holes and then putting a layer of sand on top of it. This is like, these are the things that I do for the Shaftlands. And actually, I want to talk about some issues I've had this week from doing stuff. Number one, strip mining is bad. Okay, if you're gonna just level everything, leaving exposed holes of stone because you've taken all the dirt or sand out of it is kind of mean. Why don't you take some of that dirt that you got that is just sitting in your chests from mining and fill these holes up with dirt and then put a layer of sand on and leave a nice pretty beach, where you got it.
Yeah, I like that.
Another thing is, sometimes people will just, they'll make a big hole in the ground and I'll be walking through the woods at night and all of a sudden I'll fall and I'll be in some cave and there might be one torch around the corner or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, come on, fill the hole in. And I shouldn't fall on the ground walking around. So let's try to avoid strip mining if at all possible.
Or nature griefing.
Nature griefing? What's that?
That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Your grief in the beach.
Well, but a lot of that is just natural too. I mean, a big hole. I find those all the time, and I'll go look and I'll put up a torch. I'm not about to fill that in.
Yeah.
But all you got to do is like put like 6 things of dirt across the top of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
just
by the
make a
time I
ceiling.
get to where I'm like done with the place, I'm warping home. I'm not about to find
I
the
see how
entrance
this
and
goes.
like level it out.
You see who's making.
How about
the
when you
holes.
know.
how about when you find a hole, you put a layer of something over it?
That's what I've been doing.
Okay, well that's awesome.
Well, you should support me in my effort to try to make.
No, I think that's great. I'll send you some dirt.
Nice.
But let me know where you find the hole so I can go down and get the diamonds and stuff.
Okay.
We can have a team there.
Another thing is everybody keeps trying to build stuff right next to the help center. And I talked with this about the host. We've got how many registered users do you think we have on the server?
500.
We had 500 before we moved, so
God.
it's over 1,000 at this point.
Woo.
I mean,
So let's imagine everybody on the server built something next to the help center within sight of it. And it would just be crazy. It would be totally like, it would be bedlam. So what I would like to propose is on the Shaftlands, don't build within sight of the help center. You know, spread out, go out elsewhere, do other things.
Yeah.
I've also noticed a really bad habit of people basically finding about an 8x8 square somewhere and building a stack of cobblestone up to the clouds and then building a huge platform and going, this is my tower, you know? And I'm like, well, okay, you know? And we end up, I don't necessarily think that building something tall is you know, it's not, it shouldn't be the goal of every single person.
this is like turning into an S&P server etiquette. podcast.
Yeah, and that's what it is. This is, you know, this is
Glad I
SME,
came on this day.
you know. Yeah.
Aren't you interested about coming and playing S&P now?
So yeah, those are my kind of things that I dealt with this week.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
I actually did have a lot of fun. I get a sense of accomplishment from like cleaning stuff up. Like I also find like during some of the griefing, you know, some people messed with water and fixing fountains and waterfalls is a lot of work. But like when I fix it back, I'm very happy, you know, that I did it. And so, you know, there's this sense of personal accomplishment in a digital game of Lego blocks.
Very
So
nice.
Brent,
Yes.
while you were playing WoW, did you happen to get onto the Shaftlands?
Yes, actually, I spent quite a bit of time on there.
Ooh.
Really?
Yeah, I've been working on building a pool right now.
Okay.
So behind my house, in between my house and my son's house, I've dug out a big hole, basically, that I filled in with water. So I did fill it in.
Okay.
And so I'm working to get that set up to actually look like a pool.
Are you going to put obsidian blocks on the bottom, like the little lane numbers and all that kind of stuff?
It's not that big.
Okay.
I'm not doing like an Olympic-sized pool. It's just like a personal pool when I feel like I need to go take
So you dug a hole and you put water in it. Good job.
Yeah. So thanks for making my accomplishments seem so small and trivial. I appreciate that. I've also been working on a tree farm out front of my house, which is just turning into big walls of wood because I place the trees right next to each other. And so when they grow up, and I just go in and I dig out the tree limbs so the next one will grow. And so now they're just big walls of trees. So I'm going to see if I can keep that growing up and then maybe, I don't know, make a tree house or something. But that's about it.
That's cool.
Besides that, just doing server stuff, working with the host. They've done some other tweaks that are supposed to speed up stuff. I don't think we've noticed it yet, though. So
Yeah.
I'm going to talk to them again and see if we can get them to, I don't know, do something.
Yeah.
That'll
And
help us out.
keep in mind, we've you know, a lot of people on the server can sometimes get very frustrated. There's a reason we put don't complain about the lag on the entry screen.
MOTD.
We all know that there are problems, you know, with the lag on the server. Everybody knows it. It's just something we're working on. We're doing the best we can. We've got, you know, 1,000 users. We've got, you know, so we're doing our best. There's no need to think that we're falling by the wayside because we haven't, you know, we're not
Yes.
addressing your personal complaints all the time.
That is true.
So
So, Eric, you go.
Okay. This week I played a lot of WoW, and then I
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like I've done this before.
I did that too.
Minecraft chick. How has your awesome week been?
My week was good. I got scared by a spider. I was playing really late at night. And like I had been lost in a cave. I had been lost in a cave for a really long time. And I was walking around, and then right as I looked up, because I finally found where I had come down, I looked up and it fell on top of me. And like I knocked everything off my desk. Let out this like screech. So that wasn't my finest moment.
Yeah, I saw the video where you actually
yeah, that's
screeched.
The one where that was like,
yeah.
I mean, like, I knocked my phone off my desk. All my stuff was flying, and I'm like, well, I have to add that in because that is, like, really it just...
Were you playing single player?
Yeah.
So it could actually hurt you.
Yeah, it was going to kill me. It did.
This will make you feel better. I was playing multiplayer where you can't die, and we were running around in a cave, and all of a sudden a zombie appeared in front of me, and I screamed and jumped up out of my chair.
That's
so don't feel bad.
Okay, good. Yeah, I got a lot of responses, and they're like, I scream too, and it sounds like a girl, but I'm not a girl. And I was like, okay, well, then I don't feel so bad.
Yeah.
But I did something good, which is when I was playing, I was doing a dual commentary with Paul Soares Jr., and I saved him with my bare hands. I fought the zombie.
Nice.
And if I didn't have the footage, no one would believe me. But I have it, like, and I actually killed something with my hands.
Nice.
I was like, guess like some protective instinct kicks in that I don't have when I'm playing on my own. And I'm dying immediately.
And then you haven't gotten on our server yet, though, right?
No, that was on my to-do list, but I've been busy. This week, I promise, I'll go on there. And I won't make any tall buildings, and I won't make any holes in the ground without filling them completely. And I won't build anything by the help center.
Yeah. Yeah. Very good.
Don't do that.
That's the cardinal rules. That's the creed. Excellent.
So.
Wow. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, cool.
I guess that means it's time for...
Dun, 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 dun.
Excavation Station.
This week in Excavation Station, we propose new features like we do every week.
Wah, wah, wah.
So I see some really interesting things here.
I actually have a good one. You want to hear
Interesting
mine?
thing.
I want to hear yours.
Okay.
This is the one, you remember 2 weeks ago? We said we should bring that up on X. I finally remembered what it was.
It's not an auto hole filler, is
No.
it?
No. Although now that you mention it, that wouldn't
That
be
would
bad.
be awesome.
A bucket of endless dirt, and I could just look down a hole and pour, and the dirt would just fill
A
in the
cement
hole.
truck.
That would be awesome.
Huh?
That would be
Yes.
pretty
Sorry,
good.
now what were you thinking?
I want an odd number of pixels on our character models.
What?
And you might say, what's the big deal?
Yeah.
But right now, it's hard to put anything in the middle. Like the heart on my shirt
okay.
is not centered because it's an even number of pixels. I mean, it's an odd number of pixels.
Oh, I
You
see.
can't make a nose unless you want to make it 2 pixels wide. You have to. I mean, I think that models should have an odd number of pixels across them so you can make a symmetrical model.
Could you take like 1 pixel width off one side on everything?
I don't know.
I mean,
don't
you
think
could.
so.
You can make it invisible.
Yeah, but you're still the side of your face would be floating 1 pixel out.
But it'd be invisible, so you wouldn't see it. So it wouldn't really be.
So
That's how you get skinnier.
Yeah.
Just take a couple pixels off, and you're pretty good.
I wish it was that easy.
But I mean, I actually tried to play around with my face a little bit because I wasn't very happy, watching In Search of Diamonds. I kind of don't like the generic Minecraft face that I was using.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm going to play around. And
I did notice that you had a new face last time I logged in.
Yeah, I changed back.
Okay.
I
You look like you had a super, you had lipstick on or something because you could really see your mouth smiling. Real
I
big.
was trying to make a smile. I was trying to make more wide eyes, not that squinty kind of, I'm looking at you funny sort of Minecraft guy face.
Right.
So Brent's face is the one that kind of inspired me. His eyes are a little, he's got taller eyes, and I was like, I want to do something like that. And so I made my model, and I went to Spencer, and I said, hey, Spencer, what do you think of my new model? He goes, well, it looks great if you like an anus in the middle of your face. So I
Nice.
went back. I was shamed.
Anus face.
I was,
Yeah, like Shaft face.
I was shamed by Spencer, and I changed my model back. But that's my thing for excavation station. Odd number of pixels on the character models.
All right. Odd pixels, anus face. Gotcha. Cool, man.
So I like the one you have here too, Eric, because I kind of was thinking similar along the same lines. So
I thought it was brilliant.
Okay. This is
I don't know if I'd go with brilliant.
This might be the result of playing too much WoW this week or something, but I'm thinking I would like to see some rare spawns and also some rare drops. Like I would like to see something like a big dragon or something that spawns on the top of a huge mountain. I actually did some searches for dragons and Minecraft and saw a couple people talking about it, a couple diagrams and some pictures and stuff of dragons. So I'm not alone. A lot of people are thinking dragons in Minecraft, but it would just be really cool if it was a super rare kind of thing. Obviously, you don't want a bunch of dragons causing havoc because being fire breathing, they could burn your house down or burn a forest down. But it would just be really cool, and it might take 10 people to take it down. But once you do, it has some cool drops that you can only get from a dragon. But it's also team based. I think it would just be really cool.
I think that's cool.
So
maybe an ogre.
An ogre?
An ogre.
Like a giant?
Yeah.
Well, he did put giants in the game.
This is the part where you run away.
Shrek reference.
Oh, Shrek.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
They laughed. What's the matter with you, Eric?
So that's mine.
Okay, I want to take that one step further because I like the idea of the rare drops, but I was thinking like rare drops from like when you're mining and stuff. Almost like the archaeology kind of thing where like you're mining and might find pieces that later you can put together into either an exhibit or into some special item that does something, like a cement truck that fills holes. Maybe that would be. But the other thing I was thinking of is we can make paper, but I'd like to be able to write on the paper. Almost like a sign, but more text, like where you could, I don't know, then you could make like a welcome book, so when people log in to Spawn, they could sign it.
Yeah.
You could write memos or TPS reports and give them to people.
Yes.
I can just
mail.
be like, died by spider. 59. Died by zombie. 201. Could be a log.
Diary or
So,
something.
By the way,
make those.
Brent, did you do the announcements in the room of materials?
No.
Who did those?
Oh, you mean when you walk by them?
Yeah.
Yes.
I like those. That was really cool. I've been pondering if there are some other ways we could use that stuff.
I did. If you go into around my house, it says you hear a wombat. So I've been doing like messages like that in different places, just so people are like, what's going on? And it's just a text thing, but it's a way we could do things where, like, as people are walking around the help center, it actually gives them a little more than just the picture of ore.
But like if you go over and look at the stone, it'll say this is stone, and it'll say it on. It's kind of cool.
Yeah,
I like
that's
it.
very
And
nice.
that uses a plugin called Cuboid, where you can actually set protections on an area so only certain people can dig in it or place stuff in it. But you can also set a message so if someone enters it or leaves it. So there's some cool things.
That would be cool.
To exploit. I mean, to use.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Did you?
Who else
have
Oh,
an
well,
idea?
I have an update from last week when I was talking about that I wanted a girl voice.
Yeah,
And Roy Hampton, someone who watches, I don't know if he heard it on the Shaft that I was talking about it or when I talked about it in a video, but he actually asked Notch on Twitter, and he said that he was going to be putting in.
Awesome.
So I was like, whoa, cool. And someone like tweeted to show me the conversation. I was like, that's awesome.
That's
so
Now you
cool.
need to add on there, your name at the top of the list.
Yeah, I
of,
was like,
recording
well,
form.
if you need help recording.
And of a studio.
That really hurts.
And of a studio where you can come down and record it too.
Yeah,
Right,
I
yeah.
definitely do. I'll tell him.
Awesome. Well, cool, man. This is shaping up to be an awesome episode. I'm just stalling before I hit this. Oh no, actually, we have a call here, don't we? We have a lot of contributions.
And a couple, some emails and.
Awesome. Okay, so here's one, an excavation station from Medic Wine.
Yeah, an old CP user.
Hey guys, Medic One here. Just thought I'd give you guys an idea for You know when you drop a block and it turns into a mini block? What if those were automatically placed into a chest when I touched it? I know when you compare Gary's mod to Minecraft in such a crude way, but I recently played a really cool custom server for Gmod that allowed you to build bases and raid other people's bases. The way you earn money is you had a money printer, and this money printer spit out physical money, and if you didn't hurry up and collect it, people could raid your base and steal it. Or you could put it in a money vault. The money vault, when you put money on top of it, it would just drop into it. So of course you put your printers above your vault and it just automatically goes in. How great would that be if you're digging in your mine, you have a whole bunch of dirt and gravel? Who likes gravel? So you go upstairs and you just dump it 64 at a time into this chest. You don't have to throw it in the lava and waste it or anything. Then later, when you're, say, building your farm and you need more dirt, it's just there. You can just go get it. Or you know those automatic mob killers? Instead of having you sit in the middle and collect the mob stuff like gunpowder and string, you just automatically put it into a chest. Maybe furnaces could spit out the mini blocks of whatever it was furnacing on the top of it. You can put water over it, and then whenever you're, say, making a bunch of smooth stone, the smooth stone will come out of the top, and then go through the water, and then to the chest next to it, and then you can go out and mine, and your stuff goes from the furnace to your chest. I don't know, I think it would make my mining experience a lot easier. What about you?
Was that like 50 things that he said there or something?
I think his main thing is just automating stuff to go into chests. And I'm 50-50 on that.
I think it's too easy. I don't think that's a very elegant design.
I would pick that. I was raising my hand to say that would be what I would pick. I was just telling the viewers. I wasn't like raising my hand to talk. I'm sorry. I was like, you're like, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
No, I was just telling them like I would do that. Then I wouldn't lose my stuff every time.
Yeah. I think it makes it too easy though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think.
Now, one thing I do wish we had was a right-click into chest button. Like if you could just right-click, like you open up a chest and then you just right-click on your inventory to just throw stuff into the chest.
Someone has been playing WoW.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I agree.
Yeah, I like that.
I like kind of like the basic idea of a currency, I think. I mean, I know we're instituting a economy, which is a plugin that does that for you, but I think there's a need for a foundation in there for currency, so you can use it to buy and sell or other functions later on. You know, tolls.
Yeah.
Maybe you could make a toll road. What if you could make a toll road that you had to pay the toll to actually use the road? Now it'd make a purpose for, you know, to use this bridge that goes across the water or something. You know, I don't know.
I would dig a hole underneath the river and skip the toll.
Or flight masters, where you pay them to fly.
Ooh, and quest givers and leveling. I'd like leveling and armor. Ooh!
What about a fee? Like you could pay us $14.99 a month to play on our server. That would be awesome.
Nice. So who wants to read this from
I'll do it. It's from KJW0010. Hey guys, enjoying the show so far. Keep up the good work. I think a craftable altimeter would be extremely useful. Maybe not so much for our day-to-day mining, but more so for crafting large objects. It would be an item like the watch and the compass and give you a blue digital readout of how many levels above 0 you are, and turns to a red color readout if you're below 0. Definitely an in-game craftable item, though I'm sure there are mods that can do the same things with a simple text readout. What do you think? I think that's not too terrible, but I think it provides more information than I think people should have in the game.
Is it getting like too micro or something?
Well,
too much.
You're learning. You know, it's one of these things where you get to where you know exactly where you are at all points in time. So,
well, yeah. I mean, we do have the command on the server though. Get POS. Which tells you that. It tells you your coordinates, plus it tells you what block layer you're on. Mm-hmm. So maybe this would be an in-game way of like kind of taking that out and making an in-game function. I don't know. I don't really know one way or the other. I kept thinking, hey, how cool would it be if you climbed too high and you started dying like because you were too high in altitude and you needed now some kind of air tank to get up real high. I don't know.
That's good. I like it.
Cool.
Like
I have a hard time listening to these long emails. So
well, I do think that's not a bad idea. I think you should be able to build up to a certain point, and rather than hitting the ceiling, if you go one step up, you get little balloons, air bubbles, and that way you could conceivably build like 2 or 3 spaces maybe up, you know, as much as you could reach with your cubes. But then
and I'd be like, hey Wes, I got your respirator. Here you go.
Yeah.
Oh, it's at auction. Don't worry, I got your inhaler.
Yeah. And then you know somebody makes a warp up there, and you know people are like, oh, I'll warp up there. Oh, I'm dying. Why am I dying? Anyway,
I think that'd be fun.
I think it would be too.
Space shuttles,
Sounds a little
moon.
like I don't know.
You get,
Like, he's a smoker, so he only has half the bubbles that the other guy does. You know.
Well, but now you could add space, right? Instead of limiting people at a skyline, well, you can't.
Yeah.
You just can't go up higher than that. It's
Right.
now you need to build stuff. Or now, well, you can get up there, and you can, you know, maybe there's a moon that you could go colonize now.
The
You can get to.
I'm gonna build a space elevator.
That's pretty cool.
Yes.
Space elevator.
Okay, so 1,000 knots says netherstone is infinite furnace material.
That is a cool idea because in theory, or not in theory, in lore, netherstone actually burns forever, right?
Yeah.
So why not burn forever in a furnace?
And my only, I think that's fine,
pretty cool.
and it works well. My only problem with it is it's so, once you get there, I mean, it's so easy to get. It's like you just never need burning material again once you get to the nether, right?
Yeah, it might be game breaking now that I really think
So
about it. It's
I don't
like,
know, but I like the idea. So maybe
Yeah.
there's some way to, I don't know, maybe a furnace starts
Maybe
to
it's
have a
just-
meter.
Maybe
Or-
it's just
You gotta
longer.
rebuild
Or
a
maybe,
maybe
if there was
it's-
another resource that you could only find every once in a while
Yeah.
Resource?
that
Yeah.
you had to find.
Yeah,
Like
some-
if there was it was harder to find and that would burn.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Or maybe you craft a bunch of nether a certain way into a block that now goes in there. I don't
Yeah.
know. Just
Yeah, maybe
The
not
whole
infinite.
permanent-
Yeah.
Just a long burn or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
or,
pretty
or maybe there's some other negative, like there's a chance for it to eat, like it burns too hot.
Yep. And
So
maybe
there's a chance to eat whatever you put in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
it heats up and breaks the furnace if it's
Breaks
in
the
too
Oh
long.
furnace.
yeah, maybe it breaks. the furnace,
or
something like
maybe
that.
it goes creeper on you, and all of a sudden you're
Yeah.
sitting there crafting, and
Blows up.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. So I mean, that's an awesome idea. If you start adding in that kind of context where there's an awesome thing, you never need to put
And
anything else in
something
there,
horrible.
and something horrible.
yeah.
Tragic
So awesome
death.
idea. Not. You want to read this one from Anthony?
Yeah. My idea is I haven't been playing on my phone. I'm looking at the Google Doc.
Is that Rosales? Rosales.
Yes. My idea is the inclusion of barbed wire. Combined with a fence, it keeps mobs at bay and those pesky neighbors of your nice trim lawn, not to mention saving you plenty of arrows otherwise wasted. Open up the workbench, put down some fence, and then barbed wire on top for a perimeter. Then say, I looked up how to build a cannon on YouTube.
okay.
That says,
Yeah.
What? I don't get that last
know
part.
the
though.
last part.
Yeah.
They just wanted us to say that. Like, they bet their friend $10. I bet I can get them to say,
I bet I could get Minecraft
I looked
chick
up
to
how
say.
to build a cannon on YouTube.
Now you owe him 20. You said it twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, pay up.
So,
I said it.
so let's see. What was the actual gist? Barbed wire. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this is going to be my ignorance here. I thought fences kept mobs out already.
They do.
I
They
thought
do, but they don't cause damage.
So that's okay. So
I'm thinking that's what he means.
that makes more sense then.
It would cause damage. I think it would make the game a little easy.
Yeah.
If that just means that you don't even have to be present anymore. You're off in your house and mobs are dying left and right. It's like a mob grinder, and then the next day you just go out and collect all the crap they dropped overnight.
Well, if you put torches inside your fence, I mean, it's no different than if you built a fence and then put torches all inside it. They mobs can't climb over fences, can they?
No.
So no different.
Yeah, no, I think once again you could add in the effect that maybe the barbed wire goes bad over time.
Yep.
Rusty? It gets rusty?
Yeah, and then you.
And then you get tetanus for putting it up, and then
Yeah.
you spend a week down in your mind trying to get over it, and you get lockjaw, and it's horrible.
Oh, yeah, and you're on the respirator.
Yeah.
But you can still go at high altitudes,
Yes.
so that's kind of cool.
So I hear someone has called in about another thing, some lights in a trail or something.
The Trail of Lights.
Hey, this is August, and I just wanted to post something for the shaft for Excavation Center. And I had an idea, which would be pretty cool, and I was thinking that what if you had another type of compass that would basically drop lightstone behind you, so that if you're exploring in caves, it would just leave a trail behind you, and if you needed to go back, you wouldn't get lost, and you would just follow the trail of lightstone. and as you walk over the lightstone, it'll pick it up for you. That's it. I thought that would be a neat little idea. And, yeah, see you later.
Well, breadcrumbs,
Yep.
Fable style.
See, I think it would be cooler if you actually had breadcrumbs, and if a monster happened across your breadcrumb trail, they would follow it straight to you.
Ooh. See, I like that because it has a good and a bad
Yeah.
side. You know, it needs to be
Maybe
balanced.
you'll be able to find your way out, but you might meet someone on the way back that's going to kill you.
Or 4 or 5 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And another use for bread, right? So you could use a loaf of bread that would sit there and tear off pieces.
Ooh, I like
you know.
that.
So,
Oh,
great.
okay. Well, good one. I like it a lot.
So Logcopter
Lolcopter.
says, personally, I think that there should be a back slot for your Minecraft avatar. In this slot, you can put a backpack so you can have extra storage in your inventory, or you could put a parachute so you don't take fall damage. You could also put a rappel
Repel.
there, or a grappling hook. This slot could be activated by pressing Shift inventory key.
Now, this is elegant. I like this design a lot because it's not just for one thing. It's a lot of different things that the backpack could be. Like, you know, the grappling hook, the parachute, all that stuff. And, of course, the extra storage. I think that's really cool. I don't think it really makes the game a lot easier, like game-breakingly easy. But if you could think of, like, 4 or 5 more things that the backpack could use. Like say, the parachute. It would take up all the slots.
Yeah.
So that way it has a good and a bad, you know.
Yeah.
Mandalore 13 says we need jetpacks. That could be one too.
Jetpack, yeah, I like that too. The power of flight.
And maybe when you die, since that's what I do, when I die, like when you go back, you could just pick up the backpack and you wouldn't have to like search for all the things that were scattered around. Like
I thought you were gonna go like more of the if you die, it's gone forever, like everything in your backpack, you know.
Well,
but I like your way better.
Need coffins. Like maybe
Coffins.
yeah, it's for when you die. I thought. Okay, so next.
Oh, sorry. Okay, the next one is from Wraith, and his idea is for artifacts and fossils. He says, imagine digging around you and coming across a giant prehistoric creeper skeleton or something. I think it should be made of a special fossil block that's very easy to destroy, so that you have to take care digging it out.
Very
I
cool.
kind of like that.
We were kind of
be
talking about
fun.
that earlier.
Yeah, I love this idea of having to be careful and not destroy
Yeah.
it. I
Yeah.
think that's great.
How would you do it? You like hold down the
Maybe
button,
you get a
like-
brush. You know, kind of like how they brush away the dust from fossils, and so you got to use it, and it's like almost doing an obsidian block with a little brush.
Maybe it's like one of those, like a golf meter where it ping pongs back and forth, and you have to hit it right in the hot zone. You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? Something like
Yeah.
that.
I
you know?
hate those meters. I could never get the
Really?
football
I
to go
like
between
them.
So you won't be getting any artifacts.
That's
Maybe you
pretty
could
cool.
take your artifact and display it somewhere, and it provides some benefit for like maybe when you go and you look at the fossils, you know, you get like haste or something. You get like 5% haste, and you can dig just a little bit faster for
Yeah.
like 20 minutes.
like a buff.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like that.
So like
That's
you're
cool.
I like
smarter now
buffs.
from going to the museum.
Yes, you're inspired to go dig up more things.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
I like
Notch, we want buffs.
buffs. Oh, we just got an email. It's in the game. Cool.
Sweet.
Here's one from. Oh yeah, we already did that one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's time for news.
From the Minecraft Daily, news and updates.
And in the news today, Minecraft did well at Machinima.com's Inside Gaming Awards. It won 3 awards. It did very well. It won the User's Choice, the Best Indie Game, and Most Original Game. He wasn't there to accept the award or anything. I watched it live. It was streaming. But hopefully the guy who took the award mailed it to him, didn't just keep it. But that was really cool. The big thing in the news this week is Minecraft is going to reach beta status on December 20th. Woohoo! So, a couple weeks, a
Yep.
week or 2 or something. That's really cool. And we have a list of known things that are going to be included in the beta. What's the first thing, Minecraft chick?
Free demo.
An actual demo you can download. Woo! Well, that's a good thing, right? Because it's always well, I'm gonna try Minecraft, but it's $13.
You
And
can
it's
play
like
classic.
yeah. But you don't really get the feel for it, I think.
But yeah, I agree with you. Demo good.
Yeah, demo good. And the second thing is a larger focus on polish and content, obviously. The next thing, a stable API for modding.
Yay.
Very good thing. Legitimate mods. Everything up now is not good. Like, Notch keeps saying over and over, he doesn't like people messing with his source code. So what's the next thing, Brant?
Creative mode.
A creative mode in the beta, so we know that's going to be, and that's good for Machinima, because I was getting worried about the API. Like, what if there's no hooks to being able to fly or just spawn whatever you need to build stuff? I'm pretty sure in creative mode, I'm pretty sure we'll have the resources to spawn things and hopefully fly. I really hope we can fly.
I believe I can fly.
What's the last thing, Wes?
The last thing, there will be a bigger focus on testing and stability, which means more time between updates.
That's a good thing, because updates always break stuff, and it's just like a hassle and everything. And, and it's just like, give us a big list of 50 awesome things that you've added, and then just add them to the game.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd also love to say, hey, why don't you use our server?
What?
Think all our players would hate that?
What, is it like a beta
As a
testing?
testing server.
Yeah.
Right? So then we could see the changes firsthand, like right away, and be able to talk about it. And
I like that.
He also have a big crowd of people to test it on. There's always going to be people there. So what a perfect place to actually get a good test.
Yeah, I like that. He actually tweeted. He said that he may offer nightly builds during the beta for people who really like bugs. So you could, in theory, just kind of be your own tester and just keep getting them. So there is that. Also, when the game enters beta, the price is going to go up to €14.95, and future updates will not be free.
Yes, if you want to get all the future updates, get it now at alpha price.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you'll be locked into it.
That's weird. I wonder if that's pushing for like expansions in the future.
He mentioned something about expansions.
So, because I would find it hard to believe that he would make people pay for each update, like as we've been getting updates.
Well, that's why probably he said that the updates are going to come as like big things.
Big
so then it would be
packages.
like 50 updates. So then if you want to,
yeah,
I just hope it's done right, because it's like, can you imagine WoW if you couldn't play on a server because it was updated to the newest version and you had an older one? I mean, all suddenly either servers couldn't update until like a year. Hey, we're gonna be updating, so make sure you get the newest patches.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I just hope it's all backward compatible. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think it's great. I hope he makes a lot of money off it and that stuff, because that would be good for us.
Good news is the next game update is coming next week before beta, and it will feature server-side inventory.
Yay!
Yeah.
Which means no more hacking for stuff.
Yeah.
And duping won't work anymore.
And also it means that admin can now see your inventory.
Yeah.
And they can moderate accordingly.
Yep.
Take away the TNT or whatever.
Yep.
Another thing he's doing is, well, he already has it, I think, the gift codes. You can now buy gift codes, and if you buy them before December 20th, they will also be get the free updates.
Oh, wow.
Future updates. So I thought maybe we should buy a few and give them away.
Oh, that's a good plan.
Yeah, yeah.
I wonder if you can buy them and give them away after the 20th. Because we could buy like 5 now, and they would, can you imagine in a year if you
or
had
you could just, they could
a
have to
lifetime
use
account?
your username. You just make them
yeah.
all like, well, this is advertising.
The Shaft
actually.
User 1.
Yeah. Nice.
I love the Shaft. That's the name.
Yeah.
I love the Shaft 1. I love the Shaft 2.
Or like Wes.
Listen to Shaft Podcast.
Wes has an anus face.
Yes. 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 No.
Oh, awesome.
Sightings.
So beautiful. Oh my god. It's so intense.
Sightings. Okay, this week I saw an article on Reddit by What the Beat, and this is kind of a cool little epic story here. And we might have to read this in rounds because it just, I don't know, it just caught my eye. The title said, so my daughter is playing Minecraft tonight when I hear her scream, Daddy, come quick. Heart racing. This is what I found. And it was a picture of a person standing there with a boat on their head. And then what happened, Brent?
She said she was making a waterfall elevator and her boat flew into the air and landed on her head. She begged me to take a screenshot and put it on Reddit. She knows about Reddit. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hoping that her heroes, Notch and Co., might see it. If any of you have kids, you know what you can't deny. You know that you can't deny such a request.
And then, guess what happened? Notch replied.
Yes. And he said, ha ha, wow, even I didn't know that was possible. Big smiley face. Tell her I said hi. Smiley face.
You sounded just like him.
I know. I thought that. I need
without the accent.
Yeah, without the Norwegian kind of. Yep.
And then he makes a joke about wanting to create boat hats in the game. But I just thought that was kind of cool. Like, how old is this kid anyway? Like, knows about Reddit? And, yeah.
She's probably 26.
Yeah, it's a totally different the story. We're reading it like, Daddy.
Yeah.
It's really like, hey Dad. Come on.
Hey, Daddy-o. Come here and give me a beer. So that's cool. I'll link to that. It's amusing. All right, people. The time is now.
Resources.
All right. This one was given to us by Yoshi to Mario. It's a new website called MinecraftGallery.com. And their tagline is sharing the countless creative and innovative Minecraft creations, skins, and wallpapers. I see a lot of deviant art on there, just really cool creations. It's kind of like stuff that's like sightings worthy, really. Just really cool, amazing images and artwork, all wrapped up into a website. So special.
Yeah, there's a lot of really cool pictures on here.
I like it a lot. And the next thing here is MinecraftCrafting.org, a guide to all Minecraft recipes.
There's some things I still don't even know how to make, so I should go there.
You should go to that website.
I should.
It's very intense. They have it's not just a copy-paste from Wiki. It's like a lot of explanation, tips, and stuff like that on crafting things. So a very nice resource. And... oh darn! I don't have a listener contributions bumper. So send them on in, people.
You don't still have the old one on there?
No, I delete the stuff from the last episode every time. So if somebody wants to make us a nifty little bumper, that would be swell. But our first one here comes from Dale248. He says, "Hi guys, just wanted to ask how many hours a week would you spend playing Minecraft?" Well, this week I've been playing a lot of WoW, I gotta say. But usually, man, 20 hours.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's usually a big burst. It's like one night I'll play for 12 hours, from noon to midnight, and I don't even realize I'm doing it, and then the next night I'll, do an 8 hour or something like that. I rarely just play 30 minutes at a time, it's just like once I'm there, I'm there. So, what about you, Brent?
I don't know, probably 10 to 20.
Yeah.
It depends if you count messing with the server as playing the game.
Yeah, there is that.
Yeah, a lot of people see me on and they're like, "Hey Wes, can you come help me with this?" And I'm like, "No, I'm doing stuff. I got stuff to do."
Yeah.
I am probably 10 to 20. During those first few weeks when we were all just totally buried in it, it was definitely around 20. And then, lately, it's been... This week, it was probably about 20 because I was trying to play Mod Boy. And then... but on a normal week, probably anywhere from, 8 to 12. I'll have 1 or 2 nights where I play a lot, and then I'll pop on a couple of times, other times in a week.
What about you?
I play a lot less than that. But it's because I video all of it. So I take, every time when I play, it's an hour and a half of video that I'm taking. So that's probably why my progress is so slow now that I think about it. Yeah. Everybody else is like, it took you so long to move. I'm like, well, sorry, I've never played before. But, yeah, so only, I would say maybe 5 hours a week right now, but that's only because of the video editing. But I'm thinking about just taking like Sunday and playing for like 8 hours and then just using that for the week and then making videos of how it goes so that I can like do better things, because it is really hard, like you said, in a it's hard to do in like an hour to just like make something awesome.
And
so I
just
think
more
that's what I'm
live
gonna
streaming
do.
and stuff.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you know, that way you would be like more in the zone too. I mean, if,
yeah,
you know
it
what
does.
I mean?
You get playing, and then I'm like, this screen flow is gonna be like take 5 hours to export. I better stop playing. So I need to just like sit down and play for.
Well, there you go. You could do single play where you like film the videos and edit them and everything. And you could do multiplayer. The S&P stream that.
Yeah,
and you
that
can
would
live
be
stream
fun.
that, and so you can have a differentiation.
Is there anywhere that I should go to?
Probably not the Shaftlands, because right now, man, it's going to stress you out.
Yeah.
But we're going to get that fixed.
Yeah.
So the next one here we have from Nick, who says, what are your thoughts on adding a craftable wheel in Minecraft? I think that would be a great idea.
I think it would be too. I think you should move really slow. Like if you were to build a cart and put a bunch of stuff on it and move it, you should move really slow. But yeah, I think that would be awesome.
Until you get an engine. Once you can craft an engine, put that in the front of a car. Or some horses. If you could, get some horses to a cart.
Oh, yeah.
Go a little bit faster.
I think we talked about moving parts before. But, it's like, is it a wheel or is it a block with like a skin of a round thing on it? You know what I mean? Like, are we going to get into rounded shapes? Because I doubt that'll ever happen.
I don't know. It could be a square wheel.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
That's why it goes really slow, because it's like boom, boom.
Like Stone Age style. Yeah, like caveman or whatever.
That would be awesome if we all had like Flintstones cars.
Yeah.
We stuck our feet out the bottom, went tick, 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 tick.
I like that.
Our next one is from Dr. Inadequate. He says, hi, I'm just emailing to say that I've been going to your server for around 2 weeks, and it's amazing. I just wanted to tell everyone who hasn't yet checked out the server to do so immediately. It is awesome. Awesome. Huge praise. Do you want me to make you a video of your server, like the Tales of the Malinxia video that was on Sightings in episode 8, as I would really like to embrace the project. Love the show.
Cool. Well, I added this to the show notes because I thought it would be cool if anybody made a video of anything Shaftlands related. I mean, don't we all pretty much give anybody permission to film anything they want to and put it? I mean, you know what I mean?
No.
It's a public. It's a public server.
When me and Brent are in his house, in his bedroom, no filming.
Yeah, we don't like cuddling cubes.
Yeah, cuddling cubes. But yeah, go ahead and do it. If anybody wants to film some stuff, do it, and then of course email us too and let us know so we can.
And if you want to do some machinima, we'll help with that too. I mean, we'll help build things for your machinima.
Yeah, we'll machinima it up. We got a call here from Caleb.
Hey guys, it's Caleb here. I was wondering, how have you seen this game take off? Like in small places, like say the workplace, maybe, I don't know, or just with your friends around you, but like locally, like where you are. For example, at my school, I found this game and I started playing it and it was really fun, so I told my friend about it, and then he comes to school and starts playing it because he bought it, and then another person sees us playing on our computers and they're like, what's that game? And they start playing it, and it's like there's like 7 or 8 people playing it at our school now. So I'm wondering how, you guys have seen it grow locally where you are. Anyway, so that's it. Love the podcast, guys.
I can't really think of people other than you guys that play Minecraft. Like, I try to get people interested.
Plain and simple, we mentioned it in Nation of Gamers to Brent, and he was like, that sounds stupid. And then he played, and that was the end of him.
Yeah, and that's pretty much what I hear from anyone I tell about it, right? They're like, oh, yeah, it sounds fun. And then they walk off. Like, what is wrong with that guy?
Yeah. And I get a lot of that, too. Like, I've even tried showing it to people, and just showing it to people doesn't do it justice.
Yeah.
They don't get it. They're like, this is fun. My wife is baffled. She watches me and she just is like, what are you? I don't even get it. We're getting it for my brother-in-law for Christmas as his Christmas present because he's over in Germany. So we're like, hey, let's get him something that, we can just transfer to him over the computer. Yeah. But she just is like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Huh. So what about you? Have you told your, anybody, friends, family?
Yeah, but my friends are just, they don't get it either. But I didn't when I started playing because I was like, okay, I'll just try this because it's, something that's fun and different. But then, the first day I played, I was like, especially when I couldn't move, I was like, okay, this might be episode 1 of 1. After this, it's over. But once you start, and it is really hard to explain because I'm even the other night in my video, I was saying it's so exciting when I find a cave and then I find stuff and no one understands that, but it really is. You're walking and clicking for hours and then you're like, oh my gosh. And it's like a present.
Yeah.
But it's hard. It's been difficult to get people to understand exactly.
I've just gotten to where I tell people, I'm like, you won't understand till you play.
Yeah, till you play.
Yeah.
But I have had a lot of people get interested in it. Usually it takes a while, though. It takes people seeing it and going, wow, that looks really dumb. And then somebody else mentions it. And it happened with me, too. I heard about it months ago. Mm-hmm. And then people in the Nation of Gamers community were like, hey, have you tried? You need to do an episode of Minecraft. I'm like, huh? And then it reached critical mass right around the time that I think PvP and Penny Arcade both made strips about it.
Yeah.
And I went, wait. They took a notice of it,
Yeah.
So then I'm like, I better check it out.
Some legitimacy.
Yeah.
Legitimacy.
And then like fools, we started a podcast about it.
Like fools. The fools we are. Here's one from Bryce. I use INV edit, in a couple of worlds. Some people think it is considered cheating. Do you guys use it? And what do you think it is? And do you think it is cheating? Yes, it is cheating.
Yeah.
It's definitely cheating. Yeah. There's no way around that. You're editing your own inventory. It's cheating. That's why it's not going to happen.
No, I don't think worse of you for it.
No.
Just don't do it on our server.
Yeah.
I mean, is it any different than having a multiplayer server where everybody can spawn, but you're the only person on the multiplayer server?
Oh, if everybody is cheating, then hey, that's just the way you do things, right? Everybody's
but he's using it in his worlds.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's a tough one.
Well, to me, it's just like using the cards for your DS that give you unlocks all the cheats, and now you get unlimited lives or whatever. It's still cheating. Does it matter? No, play the game however it's fun to you. Just until you get into that social setting where you're playing with other people, then follow their rules.
Yeah, exactly. If you go to somebody's server, just let them know. Ask them first. Hey, is it okay if we?
Well, I think this is single player because he's saying he uses it on a couple of worlds. The worlds are your save spots on your single player game.
Mm-hmm.
Well, also, but a world can be a server. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think it's probably single player, but that's why I'm saying it's you're still technically cheating.
Yeah.
But are you having fun doing it? Then who cares? It's your world. Do what you want.
Yeah. There was a big debate on. I asked people about peaceful mode versus.
Oh yeah.
And it was huge, but I was like, it's whatever anyone wants.
Were people
to
saying
play.
That was cheating?
Yeah.
You're on peaceful.
They were
you're
saying
cheating.
it wasn't fun, that. Yeah, kind of that it was cheating because there was nothing to do you could just do whatever you wanted. But then other people were like, but I like to build. I did not know it was going to start that kind of controversy.
Yeah, no kidding. And it's a
people
part
are
of the
very
game.
hated about they were like, what? I can't believe that person said peaceful. I was like, whoa.
Yeah,
screw them.
Calm down. It's part of the game.
Yeah, it's that's what a couple people were like. If it's part of the game, then
I'll just know not to tell people.
Yeah. So then
Keep it to yourself.
I hide when I'm on peaceful.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one is from Mousy. He says, how do you prefer to hide your chests in multiplayer? Since I'm often in a mine, I'll just put it in a wall or a ceiling and use a block of dirt to cover it up.
Sounds about right.
Won't that kind of give it away if you're in a mine, though? And there's just one block of dirt. I go for dirt in mines right away. I'm like, oh, there's something back there. Not a mine, but not like a chest, but diamonds or something. Usually going through gravel or dirt, you're going to open up either something. You're going to find something back there.
Yeah, I would say if it was the entrance to a mine where there's already a lot of dirt, That's where I used to hide my stuff. Is like the very entrance of a mine. But now I do a pound lock command.
That doesn't work on our server then.
Oh,
but good try.
Does it not really? I thought it did.
It worked on the old one.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, as you can tell, I haven't used it in a while, but that's what I used to do.
Well, what I always do is I walk straight forward 5 blocks from my front door, and I dig a hole in the ground, and I put chests all around that block, and then I hide all my diamonds and my gold and everything exactly 5 spaces from the front door of my building.
I think someone going to go
and then
there
I put
and dig
a block
it up
of
tonight
stone.
and find TNT there.
I think the best way is to put a sign up that says, "I did not hide any hidden chests here. Please walk away."
Yeah, I just leave I leave a couple chests out
Yeah.
in my house that I put all the crap that I don't care about in dirt and gravel and whatever. That okay, you take it. I hate you. Whatever. And then I have a couple places where I hide them. And I just know where they are in my house. So yeah, you can dig up my house and find them, and I'll ban you. I mean, no, that's not what I meant. Yes, it is.
But I mean, really, for the most part, I just try to find a good place to put it. I actually usually don't put my chests in my house. I try to find some place where I know there's some kind of marker so that I'll know. Oh, hey, I can dig there, and my chest will be back there. And I'll usually put a chest with just the big stuff: obsidian, diamonds, and like clay. The things that are really rare.
Yeah.
That's gold, iron. That's the stuff I put back there.
Yeah. You want to do the next one?
Isn't it a caller question? Oh no, Ben.
Yeah.
First, right?
Ben is always first. Wait. AKA Arter.
Ben Barnstein. Tip: you can use buckets of lava as furnace fuel for 2 stacks of block types: stone, iron ore, etc. Also, I had a game idea for the server. You have 2 teams of 3 on a huge island. The goal of the game is to see which team can defeat the other team. The losers are then sent to a viewing area with the spectators.
This is like PvP on.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 3v3 is what he's talking about.
And actually, we are working on some ideas for some competitions. We've got some building competitions we're working on. We're going to do some PvP competitions, and these will be regular things, and we'll talk about them on the show. We're just getting all our ducks in a row first. We have to get another server for it.
Yeah. But the tip that he dropped there might be something that we never mentioned on the show, or something that you can use lava as a furnace fuel. I do that a lot. Well, it used to be bugged or something. Like it would just, the thing would disappear. I don't know. Furnaces have been plagued with bugs for a long time. So, what are you guys giggling about over there?
She's just awesome.
Are you guys sharing notes? Are you going to share the whole podcast host?
Yep.
We have a call here from someone British.
Hey, I'm a massive fan of the show and, of course, of Minecraft. And I just have a quick question for you guys. Oh, and yeah, I'm British. If you guys had to add any single kind of monster mob in the game, what would you add? What kind of feature would it have? And why would you like it to be in there? Anyway, guys, thanks, and I'll see you on the show.
Dragon. Next. I don't know. Yeah, dragon for me, I guess.
I'm thinking we have a giant Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Nice.
And he wears a chef's hat, and he's the chef.
When somebody asks you if you're a god, you say yes.
I'm going to go with snakes.
Oh, there goes my thing.
Snakes.
Snakes.
Yeah.
So what do? They just go. Do they travel in packs?
Slither around.
They get on your plane.
It's just like single snakes. Maybe they wrap up in a tree. Maybe you're digging a tree out and they fall out of the branches and bite you.
Ooh, that's not bad.
Maybe they strangle you and you have to have a respirator in order to breathe.
I just think it's like 2 of the biggest animals that people fear are spiders and snakes. So I think it would be a nice compliment.
I'm more of a bear, scared of bears guy.
Bears.
I don't like lizards, but that wouldn't be that fun.
Godzilla!
Not as scary.
Godzilla! I have lost my laptop, by the way, so I will not be able to read anything else. Ooh, I have this.
Okay. Then you want to read the next one?
Sure.
Did you say a monster?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
What about you?
I don't know what monster I would want.
Something that is not
Like something
deadly.
that it just like gives you hugs.
How about a unicorn?
Maybe the marshmallow puff. Like
Yeah, maybe
like-
a unicorn.
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
maybe
What
it makes
yeah.
rainbows.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
And
that will help you fly or
Yeah.
something. I don't know.
then maybe there's gold at the end of rainbows.
Hey.
Do you mind
would
for
be
gold? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And will a giraffe eat the rainbow and make us Skittles?
I'm gonna say
Square
yes.
Skittles.
I like the snake idea though. If it fell from the tree, that would be pretty cool.
Whoa, that'd be
Things that
creepy.
people are
Apple.
afraid of would be good.
Yeah.
So our next email is from Mark Cooper, aka Astrogali. He says, "I've been having a go at making my own underwater base. From videos I've seen, it seems the best thing is to fill out the water, make your base, and then put the water back on top. Here's a tip. I found that gravel is the best material of all to do this, much more so than sand. The gravel falls like sand, but when you come to clear it out, you're also power mining for flint." Okay?
Flint though.
Flint mint.
It's like for every 10, this is something you learned on your show.
Yeah.
For every 10 gravels
Gravel.
that you destroy, you get a flint.
usually get a flint. I
Yeah.
think it's like doesn't happen every time, but
Okay.
like it's close.
It's good
Yeah.
average.
Because it's the average.
I guess I'm a big cheater because we don't use lighters on our server, so I never need gravel. So
Yeah.
I just Fredster showed me how you can just throw up in the air and look like you're juggling poop. That seems like more fun.
Poop blocks. But have you guys created underwater bases before?
No.
Well, we had a viewer write in, and he actually showed us on the last server how he did it, and it seemed to work really well. Is he would just go in and make his whatever he wanted out of glass,
Mhm.
and then fill it in with whatever, and then take it out, and it was done.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just
Because
dig it
that's
out.
the easiest way to get rid of water is just to put something else in its place. And that's what he's talking about. He's talking about gravel, and I can imagine that would be pretty easy. You build a wall around your whole space, and then you stand at the top, and you just throw gravel at the same spot over and you just place gravel, and it all just kind of drops down. And that would be, a pretty good way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But, because, I can imagine placing all the blocks for a large underwater base would be tough,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The things you got to hollow out. I don't know.
True.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. Here's one from Dale248. Did he already send? I got two
Yeah.
on from him.
Yeah.
Man, this guy. You never know with this guy. Hi guys, love your podcast. I was looking through the Shaftlands as a spectator, and I saw some amazing stuff. I also thought he used a U instead of an OU. Anyway. I also thought that you guys just spawned the blocks and built projects on creative mode, but then someone told me that you guys actually mine the resources. I was astonished. Keep up the great work. And it's true.
There is no spawning on our server.
Yeah, it's legit.
And that's that's everybody. That's including the admins, So we're not playing a separate game from everyone
yeah,
else.
totally.
We're doing the same thing you're doing.
Yeah.
The only thing I have ever spawned, I spawned one object in the whole history, and I talked about it 2 weeks ago. It's when I tried to drown the TNT. So I spawned a thing of water at the top of that column. That's the only thing I've ever spawned on the server, was to get rid of the TNT on our server, because that's a banned block.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, TNT bad.
Yeah.
Bad. Let's see. This next one is from Yahim. He says, "I have a new idea for an in-game game. I don't know if it has been done before, but I call it Find My House." I played this one. Find My. Never mind. Basically, I built a nice little house for myself, surrounded by water and walls. The house doesn't have a door or any entrance. The entrance is located and hidden somewhere else, not too far and not too close. I was thinking I could put a chest with gold or something. The one who can find the entrance and go inside the house can have the prize.
I like that. That's kind
That
of
would be
cool.
fun.
It's, a nice little
Look,
fun
here
little game.
is a new entrance right in the back here. I found it with my axe.
Yeah. But yeah, that's kind of cool. A little puzzle. I like little puzzles. That'd be kind of fun. I don't know what you put in the chest. Some good stuff, I guess. Some TNT and some adminium. I'm just kidding. But that's cool. Oh, wow. That's an interesting name. You want to do this one, Minecraft chick?
Oh, no. Not an interesting name. Oh, goodness. I love your name. I'm sorry. I just can't say it well.
Oh, God, not this name. Oh!
Mike. From Mike.
Zal's. Strapness. Okay. Anyway, a really cool thing to craft would be crafting a flying pig saddle and feathers, and attach it to a pig to fly the pig. Or you could summon a flying pig by putting raw pork between feathers to get a pig. A pig egg that would hatch when placed on the ground.
So this should be an excavation station. We're going to have to talk to our interns, make sure they...
Maybe you take a chicken egg and you wrap it in pork, and then you sit on it for a week.
Man, you're making me hungry.
That's kind of cool, though, just adding wings, like with feathers. It's kind of cool how to craft it. I don't know. Flying mounts. Who knows? I would like it. But
is this just a whole play on pigs fly?
Takes 450 gold to train to fly a pig, though.
Nice.
So now you can have your bacon and eggs all in one shell or something?
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, so from a Frit.
Hey Shaft, if it here. My question this week is this. What do you use gold for? See ya.
I was just getting into the song.
I know. I want more of that.
What is love?
Don't hurt me.
Oh, what do we use for gold? Like, what do we use gold for? Nothing.
Yeah. You did use gold to decorate the structures in Egypt back in the day.
Oh, yes. As a material to build. Yeah. I think that's really the only... Well, no, you make a compass with gold. Or not a compass, a clock.
Well, here on our server where, like stuff is hard to get, like I don't want to put gold blocks out in the open. It just seems like a recipe to have people destroying your gold blocks.
Yeah. And like the gold armor is lame. Gold tools and gold, just do diamond already. Like it's just stuck in the middle, so there's just not enough going on there.
It will be eventually useful for economy.
No.
Really?
No.
No. Just diamonds.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I think. I'll have to go look at the list again.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sad.
I mean, if you could use gold somehow in building a respirator or something.
I figure he'll make something that you use gold for, like, watches or, maybe you'll buy it from people just to make money.
Yeah.
Jewelry.
Yeah, jewelry. Yeah.
So this seems like a long one next from Dinko Jun.
Oh, this is the last one, and this is more of a little conversation type thing. He's describing what each of the mobs do. I thought this might be kind of cool.
Okay, so we made a crap block from laughing at the latest podcast. And since we're sort of confused about what mobs actually do, he's given us a complete list of behaviors. Cows, pigs, and chickens, they ignore you any time of day, source of food and materials, and seem to be falling out of the sky when some ungodly admin powers are introduced.
Nice.
Sinners.
Now, this is from Dinko June, by the way. I don't know if you said his name.
I did. That's okay. We can repeat it. Dinko June.
Dinko.
Creepers. They spawn in dark places. They come close to you and start the fuse, but they calm down if you quickly move away. Then they blow up you themselves, and pretty much everything in immediate vicinity. They remain at large during the day. Zombies, they spawn in dark. They go straight for you, have a range slightly longer than your sword. Sun kills them. They'll set them on fire, and not right away. I forget exactly what time, but it takes a little bit before they actually start setting on fire. Skeletons also spawn at night, die in the sun, and shoot arrows at your not moving butt. Dodge the arrows and whack into submission.
Now, I looked these up in the wiki, and I did see what you're talking about. The sun has to be higher for zombies, but and it was giving like angles. It was like, a certain angle or less will kill skeletons. So skeletons will die before zombies when the sun comes up. So.
And then spiders, they're also spawn at night and are tough to kill without diamond swords or arrows because they leap at you. They are neutral during the day. This doesn't mean they won't attack you if you get too close. Guessing they are just blind. I'll leave out the mobs from the nether since it's not really important for SMP.
Yeah, so really just spiders and creepers you're going to see during the day, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Don't kill a spider during the day or you'll get in trouble.
So was the spider attacking you during the day, like when you got real close to it? So
no,
could
not
you go
until
and touch
I hit it.
Oh, okay.
Well,
so
I
you're
thought
just
it
trying
was
to
gonna
pet it,
kill
right?
Me. No, I thought that during the day that they
Just
would
dumb?
kill you still.
Oh,
and
right.
so like I ran after it. I like went and got a sword, and then I should have known when it was running away, but I chased after it and killed it, and I was really proud. And then I got the comments like when I was looking in the middle of the night, and they're all like, "You killed an innocent spider." I was like,
"Hey, I
killed something. Like, can't we go with that?"
I say go for it. Kill them all.
Yeah.
But they give you string and they kill you at night. So why shouldn't I kill them during the day?
I say go for it.
Sure.
They kill me every night. So I think during the day, if I see one, I'm want to kill it.
Get revenge.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, sorry, that's what you get.
I think you should be able to step on them during the day.
That would be pretty awesome.
And get your string off your shoe.
Get y'all string on.
So,
is that the end of the questions?
It's the end, period.
The listener contributions.
There's a new little thing here called housekeeping. Housekeeping.
Mint for pillow.
There's just a little stuff going on behind the scenes. Like you said earlier, Brent, we're looking for a new web host, not a server, not a game host, right?
Yeah. This is our web host where you download the episodes of the podcast and listen to them on the website. Apparently, we've been getting so much traffic that they've decided that we can't just do shared hosting anymore.
Yeah, we're getting too big.
We need to do a dedicated server with them. So
if anybody knows, just email us directly. Just theshaft@deadworkers.com. That'd be cool.
And speaking of emails, we use what now?
theshaft@deadworkers.com.
Right. We've been getting a lot of emails at another email address that I'm not going to name again so we don't accidentally get them. Don't use that one because it goes to like people who have no clue really what's going on with the podcast world, and they're just confused, and they'll start answering your questions. And
yeah, we're a company and there's other people involved here and they just get really confused. But also I wanted to mention when we stream and when episodes are released. We stream on Sundays around 3 is
no
5 p.m.
5 o'clock is usually when we go.
Okay,
and that's
5
Central GMT -6.
Yep. Central Time on Sundays. The episode then gets released on Monday morning at 4 a.m. Central Standard Time. And also you can sponsor a show if you go to our website. You can see a link that just says sponsor a show, and it's just it's a fun way to donate to the show and also get your name read at the beginning. That's appreciated.
Yeah, if you put the way to pronounce it, that might help. Then you're guaranteed it will be right.
Yeah. And also, anything else there? Anything about the Shaftlands?
Oh, no, that was a question to you, actually. No.
Oh, okay. All right, well, dang, I guess that's it. We do have a song at the very end here by Skedley from 337studios.com, and it's called Minecraft in My Head, and it's like hip-hop. So it's good. It reminds me of MC Chris. It's really cool.
Special thanks to Minecraft Chick for coming to Huntsville, Alabama to come and record with us.
Yeah.
Yes, thank
you guys for having me. It
was fun.
Yes.
I drove in the snow for 2 hours.
Yes.
Well, and that was, did you drive from where you live up to there and then down to here and you're going there after this?
Yes, I drove from Florida to Memphis to Jackson, Tennessee, and then from Jackson to Nashville today, and then from Nashville to Huntsville.
So that's a lot.
Wow.
Lots of driving.
So like 5 hours today.
Fun.
Wow.
Fun. Well,
but
we
way
appreciate
more
it.
tomorrow. Like 10.
Oh, you're driving back up there tonight and then
Mhm.
Wow. Well, thank you for coming down.
Yeah.
I hope you can get through the snow.
I know, hopefully.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Well, then, I guess that's it.
Yeah.
iTunes reviews. Give us a call. Give us a ring. Give us some email. Eat your greens. Brush your teeth. Drink a lot of water. It's real good for
Don't
you.
build tall buildings.
Yeah.
And we will check you out next week.
Oh my goodness, I've had to pee for 30 minutes. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow.
You want to take the IP camera with you?